that's a pretty significant mountain. When you consider the scope of the fact that, like, the terrain over there is much lower than where we're standing, and the terrain over there is much higher than we're standing, then that kind of puts it in perspective that we're not even at the low level of what this planet would be. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 172, where we are leaving this gorgeous Earth-like planet. Pretty interesting nebula over the twilight sunset. Look at that. Surely we're not looking at a picture already. No. Looks pretty amazing. Okay. But we looked at this planet pretty extensively in the last episode, and there are still 3 planets to go in this system, and we need to jump to the next system. So, we cannot afford to dilly or dally. We must instead discover planets. So we have the Lost Red Planet, which we explored, and its mechanical moon. Fairly interesting. We have a hexagonal planet. Some gold, cobalt, cadmium. I think that's where we'll go next. About 50 seconds travel time by our upgraded pulse engine will get us there. Let's see, some of this could likely be moved over, but I imagine, yeah, we're gonna have to sell some of these things. Some of these things will need to be sold on our freighter once we get in a position to do it. Initial scans reveal some sort of pattern structure in the material of this planet, similar to that of an anomaly. It's breaking the bounds of reality. There does not appear to be any water, although the entire surface is made of hexagons? Is this a machine planet? We're heading to the bright, shinier section, where we know we'll get sunlight. See just what exactly we're looking at here. There's definitely a patterned surface on this planet, almost as if it was made by some force or entity, and the pattern continues like a fractal. No, there is wear and tear in this pattern, though. It's like cracks and ruptures. Not nearly as smooth as it appears from orbit. Let's slow down. Oh, I see. I see. The surface of this planet is literally bubbling away into these elaborate tree formations, almost. Oh my. What a beautiful golden planet. Let us set the ship down so we might explore this planet in earnest. Wow. Winds of glass, limited sentinels, full flora, high fauna. Look at the structure to everything here. Look at this. It's absolutely some sort of energy tubing ripping out of the ground here. Let's get an actual scan. So this is being classified as plant on our scanner. Complex nervous system feeding off of dark energy. This is a fully grown specimen. This is a fairly intriguing planet. I am rather a fan of it. let's go find some life forms, shall we? Oh, look at this. No, that's a mineral. No, there it is. Cheerful, eats plant roots. There are bound to be some decorations here. No, we're not leaving this planet without decorations. Just in case anybody was wondering what our stance on collectible decorations was. We are pro. Alright, let's see if we can find some. We're going to zip around the surface a little bit. Wow. So if it wasn't for these tubes of energy projecting these hexagonal tiles off of the ground, it would just look like this. But it's more organic than I thought. There's definitely a pattern to it, and while it still appears man-made, there's some sort of feeling of disaster or catastrophe left behind, like so many gold coins littered on the ground. The cobblestone streets of the town were buckled from natural disaster. The ever-watching sentinels. No decorations to be seen. No collectibles. No samples to research. No nothing. We can get some condensed carbon. Just as well. This a different species of flora. Feeding off of gravitational waves. Somehow it has internal teeth. Starting to hear odd noises on this planet. Look at that. What do you suppose that is? No, no, no. No, 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 no. There are all these peninsula around. But we're going to the large one. Please and thank you. It's going to look over so much terrain. They're not as large as it appears from the ground. No, that one is kind of large, actually. Maybe not. Not as large as some as we've seen, but... Oh, it's not quite a peninsula. It's a caldera of some sort? Oh my. No, no, no. Don't get trapped in there. Take off. Lift off. Almost like parachutes descending down. I would be remiss should we leave without even a single sample to collect and study. Let us set down one more time here along this terrain scar. What is this? Let's gain some altitude. Look at it. Looks a lot shinier over there than it does over here, but there's something that happened here. You can see it left like a trail. We're going to follow this trail for a bit. This could be some sort of creature or perhaps a battle scar. We're going to land in this track, actually. Interesting. It's as if the hexagonal tiles ceased to exist along this track. Almost like they were gobbled up. Gold, cadmium, cobalt, cadmium, cobalt. Okay. Perhaps we need to go underground. Perhaps that is the way of it. I had a feeling caves would be our answer, but maybe not. I don't know. It's not really a cave. It's more like a hole in the ground. I find it hard to believe not one. Alright, we're going to drive down this slope here for a little bit. Ooh! Whoa. This looked like a cave, though. Look at this. Even down here. Even down here. The hexagons continue. Alright, well, we're just gonna blast the path out so we can get out of here. We can do it. I know we can. It's just endless. It is endless as far as you can see. And not a question mark to be had, but there are quite a few of these subterranean relics, but no samples observed at this time. It's gotta be that some of these are samples and they're just not popping up. I've seen that before. They're not registering like they should. But I think in the end we've seen what this planet has to offer, and it's time to move on. I'm sure we'll find another one of these in our travels. Do we want to be here when the sun goes down? Potentially. Let's see if we just fast forward a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty neat. You can put the nebula in the background. There we go. That's kind of dark, though. Ooh, that one's nice. I like these filters, and then the other one is good. Ooh, that's a neat filter. I like that one. Vibrant's a good one. Okay, enough with all that. We're out of here. Okay, so that would be the moon and 2 planets? 3? Let's see, we've been to the Bountiful planet. We have yet to visit the Wine Dark planet. I believe that will be the last planet I go to. The terraforming catastrophe, that's over by our capital ship. The Lost Red planet and its moon. So that is, and then this is the hexagonal planet. So that is 3 planets and a moon. 2 planets to go. Alright. To the terraforming catastrophe. I'm not sure what to expect at our Wine Dark planet. I'm intrigued. I'm tempted to go there, but I have a feeling we'll want to do that one last. So to offset for when I do a system that has 6 planets like this, we're gonna have to make sure the next one is only like 1. In 15 seconds, and we're gonna change our trajectory so we're a little more on the day side of the Terminator. Recalculating. Nope, this looks good. Alright, let's see what they tried to do here when they tried to terraform this place. Right away, it looks like there's pretty steep terrain here. Very thin atmosphere. Alright, we're gonna begin our straight descent, actually. I want to see what these formations are beneath us. Almost like ant mounds with little holes in the ground all over the place. And the terrain's not really flat, but it's not really, I mean, kind of mountainous. It's rugged. Actually, yeah, the terrain's really, it's obnoxiously difficult to read. Let's get a landing so we can stabilize with gravity and get a sense of what the terrain is actually doing here. Low atmosphere detected on this terraforming catastrophe. Perfectly clear weather. Yeah, right. Tell that to the dust storm getting caught in my air filter. Plentiful resources, likely elevated strain on life support systems. I'm aware of this. There's the capital ship. That's good. Is that our wine dark planet over there? Oh, how intriguing. I wonder if that means... stand by. I wonder if that means if, obviously this planet would be very visible from certain locations on the wine dark planet. That would be pretty neat. Alright, let's jump into one of these little pits here to break through the crust of this shell of a planet. This outside candy coating into the goodness. Okay, I guess we're picking up vortex cubes. We're here. They're here. Put our flashlight on. Rusted metal. Yeah, if you really just want to get a lot of ferrite dust, like right now, I guess that's what the rusted metal's for. So there is an ecosystem, as is the norm, underneath these planets. Once you break through the crust, things underground would be protected more so from the radiation and the harsh environment of an ultra-low atmosphere. The real question is, as we explore from system to system, the planets that we take for granted for always being the same, are they in fact different? Does this planet feel different than other barren planets? Well, for one, the last one we were on did not have terrain like this. That's a pretty significant mountain. When you consider the scope of the fact that, like, the terrain over there is much lower than where we're standing, and the terrain over there is much higher than we're standing, then that kind of puts it in perspective that we're not even at the low level of what this planet would be. This is sort of a medium altitude compared to that depression, or even especially over there. But compared to that, that's a straight up mountain face. And it's hard to see when we were flying because this mountain was so lopsided in this direction. I think I'm going to prove my point. Let's go... I want to see. Let's go take a reading from the top of this mountain. Look at how high it continues to climb. Almost as if we crossed the horizon just to see there was more mountain beyond the horizon. Alright. And you would think up here we would escape the dust storm. That is not the case. Look at how high up we are. So, to reiterate, are we finding a difference between this barren planet and the other barren planets that we've been in? And the short answer is yes. Why? Because the truth is that until you land on the planet and look around, you really just don't know. This one Mount Everest of a mountain, I mean, we're technically not on the peak of peaks. It does not appear like it. There's a relatively high peak over there that appears to be higher than us, but I believe this one is even higher. Perhaps that mountain peak is actually higher. But look at this biome of mountains. Generally on planets, when you see high mountains like this, the entire planet can tend to be mountainous. But over there, even just in that area, you can see there are no mountains. That is the horizon. It just gets lower and lower into this massive valley of what would be an ocean on any planet that had water. It's possible this has something to do with the terraforming catastrophe. The pockets of rusted metal could be explained by an ancient civilization's ruins. Reductive boiling. Just as I thought, these rocks were created by volcanic activity. Ferrous, but also high amounts of hydrogen. Could have been volcanic activity as spawned by hydrogen bombs. Could have been intense warfare, but it says it was a terraforming catastrophe. Either way, look at this valley. And then there's another mountain right over there. And there's our wine dark planet in the distance. It's too mountainous to land our starship up here. That's not good. There we go. Oh, very dusty. These low gravity, low atmosphere planets can get really dusty. I think what we'll do before we leave, honestly, is we're going to make a beacon here. Because I'm sorry, but this mountain is cool. This whole mountain range is really cool. Okay, next up, a planet with water, whose only descriptor... Oh no, that's a lost red planet. Oh, wow. This planet is very close to that one. And it's just really, it's a large planet. Okay. So then the question is, where's that last planet we wanted to see? The odd one. The one behind this one? There it is. It's a wine dark planet with salvageable scrap. What are we gonna run into here? I don't even know. I don't know what to think. A minute and 20 seconds. We'll have some time to think about it. And it's got scrap. I'm thinking, honestly, that we set up a base here. Maybe. Ugh, I'm on this exploring train. No, I think even if we set up a small base, we're going to set up something. Maybe. We'll see what it looks like. The Lost Red Planet could also be a neat base. The hexagonal planet. The mountain in the terraforming catastrophe. But we just built a base on a barren planet. Maybe those are becoming our favorite. Look at the giant rings on this system. A wine dark planet. It's got phosphorus and sodium. So that would, the phosphorus, you think a hot planet, which it could be hot. The water's red, that could be misleading. Could just be high presence of red algae. There's no solar vine though. Look at how there are islands out in the middle of the ocean. No, we're not going to do the oceans first. No, let's find a nice heavy patch of land that's brightly lit up by the sun, please. Look at that. Look at that. Look how much land is over here. Absolutely a continental structure with oceans. Little tiny lakes and rivers over here most likely, but no significant water deposit. Whoa. Oh, we're hitting some sort of energy field. It's affecting our eyes. Hold on. Slow down, slow down. What in the name? It's just golden. It's so golden. Okay, let's go ahead and let's land. And let's just survey things for a minute. Blood rain. Oh yeah, no, look, where we are, it's not so golden. It's only golden in the distance. How peculiar. Did I not deconstruct my station on the last planet? I'm pretty sure I did, but perhaps I did not. Give it back to me that time. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, no monoliths. I didn't think so. Let's go for a minute. So as I go up to these plants, their colors will be revealed, right? Yeah, look at this. The golden effect is only in the distance. It's caused by some sort of refraction of the light. Okay. Alright, well this isn't what I necessarily had in mind. I mean, I think it's absolutely going to give you an incredible vista, but I have more questions. Like, what does it look like at night? And what are the oceans like? These burning questions in my mind. Alright, let's punch out of this atmosphere so we can start to, yeah, receive light as normal now. Okay, good. So. Water's got a very red look, but imagine that'll only be the case close by. The sky is blue for all the good it'll do you. Let's see how the night sky appears on this planet. We're just going to keep pushing until we cross the Terminator here. I don't necessarily want to go to the water, but there you go. Perhaps a little bit of in-between, some coastline. Oh no, this appears to be all ocean. Nope, okay, here we have some islands. It's not really what I'm looking for. Some large islands. Whoa. Even at night, look at this. Alright, looks like we have an atoll. Let's come to a landing here. Let's land here. And again, we've punched through whatever atmospheric phenomenon is hitting us. See, then if you use that filter, you lose your gold. Well, even the night sky doesn't feel like the night sky. But look at this, you would have 4 planets in a similar vista. The real question is, the water is almost blue without the presence of the light being twisted. Okay, alright. So it's relatively clear. Okay, and there's a lagoon there. Alright, alright. What odd alien beaches? Look at that. I mean, really? None of the other filters really capture that light the same. None of them do. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to get our submarine. Might as well not even mess around with that. Let's do it. Alright, so this looks like it steps away from the land a little bit. Oh, so we still get the golden light refraction underwater at a distance. How interesting. Likely some sort of magnetic fluctuation? Something that would impede light above and below the surface. Oh, look at this. Boy, life is thriving here underwater in this cave. Wow, these oceans are really neat. Alright, and I think if we just surface here, we'll realize we're getting rather far away from the atoll. The atoll is actually quite large, but we don't want to get too far away from it. I don't want to have to drive a good bit back. I don't know if this planet is going to be base material, though. It is absolutely an interesting planet, and it deserves some exploration, but we might just have to put our base on the Earth-like planet before we leave. Alright. Let's land the Katsadam's coup here. Maybe these plants will give us an idea. Unstable fruit eats buried nitrogen. I think we'll be seeing a sunrise soon. Nope, no, never mind. It's midnight. Through the golden rays. Alright. And we're free from that planet. That's all 5 planets and the moon of this system. Let's pick a spot to call home here on this bountiful planet, shall we? This will enable us to come back should we desire to. I think anytime we find an Earth-like planet, we have to drop a base computer. I don't even know if there's a portal here. Because it's an uncharted system, I don't think there is. But we can at least put the base down. Don't mind me. Small drink of my my tea. It looks like 30 seconds out. We didn't get to scan for any salvage scrap at our wine dark planet. I don't know, that weird golden effect, and then I don't know. The planet didn't really speak to me. Alright, I want a large landmass. I don't want one of these little islands. Hang tight, slow down, slow down. That's where I want, right there. Large landmass, right on the coast. Oh, how green it is. Alright, we're coming in hot. Nice and flat and green. Reverse thruster, reverse thruster. Couple of caves. We're not going to spend a lot of time looking for the perfect location because ultimately this whole planet is the perfect location. We're just going to get the base computer down and move on our way. And claim base. Right here on this giant piece of land near the coast. Easy to find, but not necessarily to build anything yet. We don't need to. We have our capital ship, and if we're going to do any sort of constructing, that would be where we did it. Alright, let's get away from this planet for a little bit. Warped right in. Look at those defensive turrets. I love it. And again, we absolutely do not want to fight this time, so again, we're going to do the same thing. Only this time, I would like to buy some more frigates for our fleet, truth be told. I think we need a populated system. Undiscovered but populated. Perhaps. But for now, we're going to jump with the whole freighter, hopefully to a planet nearby that just has like one planet on it. Oh, these are neat little stars, though. This little trifecta of stars here. Because that's what? Two planets, 2 moons. And this one is 2 planets, 2 moons. Oh, that's kind of cool. There you go, 1 planet. Dangerous, Corvax. We'll jump here, and then we'll check out the other 2, the blue and the green star. As long as it's undiscovered. Alright, let's do it. Alright. And here we are. Whoa. And here we are. We made it. Safe and sound. We've jumped. There's our space station. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good trades. And there is no space combat to confront us right at the start of the episode, or right at the end of when we're trying to wrap everything up. But that's where we are going to end episode 172 for No Man's Sky. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching. As always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we see just what exactly the one planet on this system is like, and maybe jump to the next system. Until then, take care.